The world's coming to an end, and guys,
What the fuck is that?
You in trouble?
What is that?
Chris Stull, you are the father.
Oh my God. You better enjoy the next 17 minutes of your life, because when Ted gets here, he's going to be like, kill that motherfucker. Kill that motherfucker. Watch your head.
Welcome to the show.
In the new place.
In the new place.
That's only going to be
There's
here
an
for a
echo
couple
because the
months.
ceiling's a little higher. This is the Impending Doom Podcast, where we believe the world's coming to an end, and we're okay with it. And you should be too. So we bring you the not so current but very eventful. Then we jump into the topic to the end times, where we talk about what we want to talk about till it all comes crashing down. My name's Igmar Canales. With me, as always, Mr. Nautical Nelly himself, Nelson Rodas.
Ahoy, matey.
That's
Drop that anchor in that
That's
ass.
how you christen the new place right there.
Yeah.
Our Mr.
Right.
behind-the-scenes technician with a mission
Ooh, I like
to
that
get
one.
some glisten.
Holy shit.
Now you're just going too far. You need to
Bitchin'?
stop.
Bitching. There you go. And we're bitching.
Mr. Andrew.
And he gets
Bitchin'
quite a bit
Ew.
of itching on his crotch.
Oh, shit.
And see, there we go.
Yeah, no, I get you.
And Mr. Kingdom, he is the father.
Crispy Chris.
Stull.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to be a little under the weather, and I'm only going to laugh at jokes when they're funny.
So far, things have been funny.
We'll see.
How's the
You've
kid,
been
dude?
I got to get diapers now.
Oh.
For him.
Oh, for you?
Well, I'm going to be shitting myself
Is it
with this
twins?
baby. Don't touch me.
Who knew you could get pregnant off of pre-ejaculation?
Who knew?
Oh, okay. If you like what you see, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're listening to us on MP3 services, rate us on those MP3 services and subscribe to those MP3 services.
Oh, rate?
Rate.
I thought you've been saying rape this whole time.
I feel like you've made that joke twice.
I went on that website, Rape My Professor.
Yeah, you did it.
Rape my
Second
professor.
time you've made that joke.
Remember, this is
And it's
Mr.
still
Nelson.
funny.
I'm not original Rodas.
This is all
No, I
original
thought this was
comedy.
Nelson Nautical Nelly wrote us.
He's a lot of things.
Oh, my goodness.
Yahar, Captain Krabs.
Yahar. Yahar.
Yahar.
And if you did not know, now you have been properly informed. So let's jump into the not so current but very eventful guys.
I feel like that's us.
Guys.
Oh, yeah. Like we're not so current but very
well, we're
eventful.
2.5 men here.
Who's
I'm the half man.
No, you're the
You're going to fall on that
He's
sword.
the other quarter man. And we're to a full man. There you go.
Ugh. All right.
Boom.
2 quarters make a nickel.
That was really loud. Fuck.
Okay, let's stop bullshitting them and give them what they want.
We've been gone for like 2 weeks.
I've missed it.
It's like
Yeah.
back
So
in
if
the,
you guys
back in
didn't
the
know-
saddle again.
We were gone for a week.
Nobody cared.
They're probably gonna be like, "Oh right, this is a new show.
Fuck, I forgot this was in my feed.
This is season 2.
This is the first
Season
episode, right? Oh, it's
2.
episode 26. Where the fuck were you? 27,
27.
28,
No, 27.
You know what this show needs? It needs some drama.
69.
So what's going on?
See, like Zoe 101.
Oh,
You're
no.
dating Chase.
Wait, you pointed at both of us simultaneously.
So we're both dating Chase?
You're both dating Chase.
Hold on, what is this not
But
so
that
current
didn't
but very
happen till
eventful?
the end.
Okay, Igmar, you lost your role as Chase.
Hold on, I don't want to bullshit the audience here. Let's get into this topic. I mean, news.
News. All right. So
Till the end times. That's
so
not
guys,
so current but very
you know
eventful.
how reality shows are just there's none
Bullshit.
of them.
Yes.
There's none
There's
of them out
no-
there.
there's
no
none.
reality
Yeah,
shows.
yeah, yeah.
Well, our Lord and Savior VH1
Okay.
is bringing us a new one.
Oh my
Okay?
goodness.
It's called.
How can it be a new one if it's the first one?
No,
It would be
like
a
a
new
new
thing.
one. There have been, but
Oh.
there are none now.
Oh, right.
It's a new
the
one.
purge of shows.
Right.
Okay.
There you go. So
right.
They're
Okay,
bringing
I'm
us
with
out from this drought of no reality shows.
Yeah.
And
Rashandala, what do
you
you
ready?
like to do?
Are you
I
ready
like
for-
to read poetry. Next.
are you ready for the name of this show?
Yes. Hit me with it.
Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg dinner party. I think I butchered that. I think it was Martha and Snoop's dinner
Isn't
party.
it Snoopzilla?
So Martha Stewart,
sounds
each
awesome,
week,
though.
Martha and Stewart and Snoop Dogg come together and throw a dinner party for celebrities.
Okay.
Hold on.
And they make a game out of it somehow.
Hold on.
like
I
a cooking
forget,
show.
much like how I forgot why Michael Phelps was popular. Why are those two together popular? Why? Because that sounds familiar. What have they?
Snoop Dogg's still
No.
popular.
But I feel like they've done. Why were they
Something
popular
together,
together?
right?
Why are they popular together? Is what I'm wondering.
They're
'Cause
just
that seems-
polar opposites.
No. Didn't.
One makes food.
No.
One eats a lot of food.
Is she?
They're both cannibals.
Because I feel like they were both potheads.
Oh, maybe.
I feel like that's why I've heard them two together in the same
There's no
sentence
way you
before.
could be that calm, cool, and relaxed cooking and not smoke pot.
Exactly.
Unless if cooking just gets you there. Shit, man, these eggs.
You just. Hold them up to your nose. You're just.
Just snort the
So
egg.
what's the
Snort
game in
snort the
this?
egg.
Yeah, yeah.
Do like
what
they
is this
eat
game?
the celebrity
Like,
at the end?
I think
Oh, Kevin Hart, you taste great. I want to have the penis.
Get me off this goddamn table.
that was the worst.
I know.
But I liked it. I like that you.
That
like,
was
you
the
tried
white
for it.
Kevin
I
Hart,
give you
everybody.
A for effort. But it's how it's explained is like they're gonna be cooking on the show, like
Okay.
Okay.
The celebrities are, and they're gonna be
Gotcha.
judged by. I mean,
By
maybe-
Martha Stewart
hopefully they're
and
like
Snoop
throwing.
Dogg.
Hopefully they're throwing like
What the fuck?
edible stuff in there. Like,
She's gonna
use
be
this,
like-
make it into an edible. Throw this oregano on there. Trust me, it's oregano. Big hard wink behind his glasses. So you're like, wait, did he wink at me? I can't tell because he's wearing glasses always.
Oh fuck.
What?
Nothing.
He's talking to our tech girl.
Tech girl.
Tech girl?
What can I say? Andrew never gave me attention as the tech boy, so I'm making my move.
He's making
hold
his
on.
way downtown, walking fast.
So this is on.
faceless glass.
Wait. This is on VH1, right?
No.
Which still exists.
Yeah, I
know
forgot.
everyone's thought that VH1
I
exists.
forgot it exists.
I forgot channels exist.
Who? Like, okay, wait. Hold on. I want to know. I want to look up probably after this. How many people still watch VH1? It's got to be still pretty big, but it's like
Who? 3 people.
a whole
Dude,
yeah.
VH1 used to be my channel. I liked VH1
Really?
way
What
better
did you
than
watch on
MTV.
it?
Those stupid Flavor of Love shits.
Oh, God.
And
Flavor
Brett
of
Michaels.
Flav.
They were funny. They were really funny to watch. Just women just.
Note to self: Igmar's not funny.
Just women.
this is
No,
where he gets
all
his
around.
humor from.
Just women making fools of themselves. But
Okay.
like, I mean, I'm not saying that these women represent all women,
Rashandala.
but there are these kind of women out there, and it's just funny to me.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh-huh.
it just is.
Okay.
It just is.
I don't know. I was just never was into it, so I don't get it.
I mean, guys make fools of themselves too. It's just
Oh, no, that's not the-
VH1 wasn't doing those shows.
Yeah. Were they also like MTV? Did they also do other stuff before they did reality? Or were they always reality?
I remember on MTV they did that Tila Tequila, a shot of love at Tila Tequila. I never watched it though. That would
She's insane. But
That
that's a
was-
whole nother topic
yeah.
entirely.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want to get into that.
She dressed up as a Nazi at one point.
Okay. Let's
Wow.
not. Don't. You're making it worse.
She did?
Yeah.
See, now you piqued his interest. He's like, Nazi?
Hold on. Wait a minute.
He's
Show
like,
the picture, Chris.
Jack,
Oh, he can put it up there now.
I guess. Yeah.
put it on the wall, angle it weird.
Just look at it.
No. I'm not going to put in that
Just
much effort.
digitally put in posters from now on.
I could.
You just have to follow our head movements though.
That's
That's where I'm like
work.
that.
I don't like work.
Yeah, you don't like to work on this podcast at all.
No, but
No.
I'll talk about this at the end of the podcast.
Okay.
Let's see.
What's
Are you
next?
resigning?
No. Never.
This is Chris's last episode of the Impending Doomcast.
And you guys are leaving. Get out.
More
service.
entertainment news. You guys hear about the whole Amber Heard Johnny Depp
Yes.
divorce thing?
Yeah.
Now,
'Cause he
recently-
beats her.
and they hear something. Yeah, because he beats her.
And she doesn't like
Now-
it. Hold on.
For some reason.
I'd
Modern
let you
woman.
beat me,
now,
Johnny.
Now, this one's really interesting to me because I love
take
I
that
love
back, I'm
courtroom
sorry.
stuff.
Yeah.
And watch
the
the
worst.
night of if you like courtroom stuff. Also, great show. She was called in by Johnny Depp's lawyers because they're going through the divorce process,
Of course.
and all that. And of course, there's no prenup. Why would he get a prenup?
No, of course
This
not.
woman, he loved her, right? Nope.
Fucking idiots.
So they called her to do a deposition, which is basically a questioning to her before the trial, kind of like before the trial, kind of see like what her answers kind of would be, kind of thing. I may be getting that wrong. I like courtroom stuff, but I'm not a lawyer. But basically, the deposition is to ask her questions just to see where their stories match up most of the time. Mm-hmm. And she showed up, I think, 3 hours late to the deposition.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
What the hell?
So she was supposed to show up like at.
Was she held in contempt?
Hold up, no, because this is with the lawyers. There's no judge.
You have the
would
right
I
to remain sexy, sugar.
Now, she shows up, I think, 3 hours late.
Right.
It was supposed to be at 8.
Drunk.
It's at 11. No.
No, just
Full of like
Well,
tampons.
maybe.
what? In every hole, just plugging up.
Maybe.
everything?
Yeah.
But anyways, and then they are there till 9 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Just for her
what
deposition?
yeah, that's the thing. And I heard, and
Spent a lot
as
of
I was hearing
tampons.
this, you can only keep someone for after 7 hours. They have to give permission to be there any time longer.
Okay.
Than 7 hours, and she was there till 9, and she got there like at 11.
What the hell?
So
Christ.
she showed 10 hours.
Yeah.
What did they have to ask her and all that stuff? Or what was she not saying that wasn't
Yeah.
making
Did she
sense?
Did he
stay
ever
there?
dress up like Edward Scissorhands and scissor you? Guilty.
That's a valid question.
He just no. He just dresses up, and he has all of his old costumes. He just dresses up in them every now and again, just to like mess
That
with
would
her.
He just
That
never
would-
gets out of character.
That would be the best.
Did Jack Sparrow
courtroom,
beat you?
Like
Right.
witness testimony? Because it's like who are
What
we?
if
Who
this
are we
is the
talking to
next-
now? Oh, we're talking to freaking. Well, I already.
We're
What
talking to
if
Charlie
this-
and the Chocolate Factory, Johnny Depp.
Wait,
Wonka.
what if this is the next fucking O.J. Simpson show? You know, the American Crime Story. What if this
God.
is the next one?
I
He's
would
just,
love
like,
to see
always in
him like
costumes.
as Edward Scissorhands again, just like guilty, like in like that soft voice.
Not guilty.
Why aren't you
God.
speaking, sir? You just say that.
Just hope he never
Starts cutting
goes
hair.
into the Demon of Fleet Street
Oh, Sweeney
version.
Todd?
Sweeney Todd, because then
yeah.
everyone's dead.
Yeah, he'll just kill everyone.
Yeah.
He'll like, would you like a haircut? No, not from you.
No.
No, not
Give me
from-
that.
I've seen the movie, sir.
Bailiff, how did
like
he
a
get
pie?
in here
Go.
with that knife?
Funny thing about that, I saw
Knives?
a not pre-edited version, but before they put in the coloring
Premature
for the blood.
ejaculation.
Yeah.
So it looked really orange when I watched, and so I could not believe it. Like you were dying,
They're just
like
bleeding
hues
gack.
of orange coming out, and I'm just like, damn it. I mean, I'm glad I'm watching this movie for free, but god damn it.
Where were you? Wait, oh,
It was like
at a premiere, or
no, not a premiere, but like a
pre-
disc. Yeah, like one of those things.
Yeah.
Let's see. On to the next piece of news. Chris, what's the next piece of news?
Wait to be called out.
Shit, I was not prepared.
Andrew, what's the next
Hold
piece
on,
of
hold on.
I don't know. Rio.
Nelson,
sucks.
what's the?
Oh God, no, yeah, Rio.
Rio.
Let's talk about Rio
yeah,
for a
that
second.
is actually something
I
do
do
want
have a lot of
Saved.
news on that. I do.
Okay.
Okay, so
I
Did
had
it. High
to.
five. Fuck yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Did you hear about? Are you gonna talk about the NBC? How they have like
Yes.
okay.
Okay, I'm going to talk about
Go for it,
everything
go
that
for it,
I know
go
of.
for it.
If I
That's all on
don't,
you.
then fill me in.
That's all I know. Really.
Just get it and fill it. I like the approval from Nelson.
I like how
Um,
the tech girl was on the phone.
Hey, that's
Tech
what she's
girl.
there for.
Get it?
There you
Tech.
go. Oh, tech.
That girl.
There you go.
So
On the
okay,
roll.
Rio Olympics.
And
If
she's
you-
doing great.
If you
And
don't
Nelson
know what's
feels
going on
miserable.
with the Olympics,
Hi.
it's a complete shit show
Yeah.
down there. So first off, we talked about probably in a previous podcast just all the how terrible it is. There's like poisonous water.
Right.
Um,
Just Rio in
He
general.
poisoned
Rio
our
Gen-
water supplies, burned our crops, and delivered
They
a
need to
plague into
move
our
it.
household. He did. No. But are we going to wait around until he does pop the bubble?
No. They
can
need to
always-
move
we can
Rio
always expect
somewhere
unoriginality
else.
from-
Somewhere else.
So
Like that.
Rio Olympics and push it somewhere else.
So besides the trash water and the broken facilities in everyone's apartments, and the fact that there's still like people stealing shit and like bunch of crimes being committed down there, more stuff has come out. One, there's
Michael
been
Phelps, two penises.
a ton of accidents.
Hold on, we'll get there.
Yeah.
In regards to the like facilities and tracks and things. Somebody like, I believe a cyclist fell on her face going at top speed, or not top speed, but like
Did
high
it hurt?
speed.
Fast.
I'll show a picture and show you how well it hurt.
No.
And
nothing too graphic.
no. I'll blur it out.
Oh Jesus!
Exactly. Just
Oh, could you Photoshop a penis? That'd be awesome.
and blur the penis out.
Put a penis on top. And anyway,
Yeah, all right,
so yeah, there's just shit going on there. There's a spokesman, I believe. He's not like a head of anything, but he's like a spokesman for the Olympics. Is saying everything's fine, guys. What are you worrying about when shit's going nuts? Not to mention how they're covering this is the stupidest way I've ever seen anything ever.
That's what they were talking about.
Because NBC, the people who are broadcasting this, are
Who have the
deciding
rights, yeah.
who own the specific rights, and if you say anything about it and you're getting paid in any way, you will get sued. Yeah. They don't even allow GIFs of this to be shared. Anything. You can't talk about this and try to make money at all.
So is this like that South Park episode where they're spilling the oil into the oceans?
Yes.
We're sorry.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
And so
Sorry.
Just there,
the
on the ground. We're sorry.
they've decided to tape it and then package it up instead of doing it live. So you cannot watch this live.
So
There's no way.
Wait, you're talking about the
The
Olympics?
Olympics,
Yeah.
you cannot watch it live.
Well,
At
okay,
all?
here's the thing. It's on cable TV. You can't watch it live. Online, you can stream whatever they have. But
here's the thing: is that it's live because they have a delay. They have a large delay.
Yeah.
I think I don't want to say the delay time because I don't actually know. I'll put it up here.
6 or 5 hours, isn't it?
No. I think. Well,
Online, you mean?
I don't know. I don't know.
okay.
I'll put it up here. And sorry.
Yeah, but
for
people
audio
are
listeners.
finding
But-
out
yeah.
about stuff way before.
Yeah, because people are tweeting
Yeah.
it, they're texting it. It's insane. And so not only did they do that with the opening ceremony, which is supposed to be like this big grand event. You remember the not Sochi, but the
London?
No, not London. The Chinese. The Chinese was insane.
Oh, yeah.
that
I mean, London's was all
awesome.
right, but that was insane. That's stuff you want to watch live. It's like an event.
I didn't watch the Chinese one live,
But I mean-
I watched London live. That's
Yeah.
why London for me was like I actually watched the London Olympics
'Cause of Muse.
And then like when I heard,
But they cut it off. They cut off Muse's part. In
yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did.
Oh, what?
But I
And
watched.
so-
No, I watched it
Lamos.
because it was like
No, yeah, but
It-
it's still an event.
it was
It's still a
very
thing.
well marketed.
Yeah.
It was
Very well put
you
on.
know, I remember
it
hearing
was in a
about it
country
for
that
like
wasn't getting its shit kicked in.
No.
So I mean,
I hear
There's
okay.
that.
Confirm this for me. I hear that they like booked full on cruise ships for the athletes to
So
be on
no. They didn't book the athletes
themselves.
wow,
I know that the
really?
basketball team is staying there because they're like, we make enough money. Fuck staying in those accommodations. We've heard all the news.
Yeah.
So they're staying in a fucking cruise ship offshore.
Oh, wow.
What
yeah.
the fuck?
They don't have to deal with that
Inside Kobe's butthole.
shit. Exactly.
and Kobe's the captain. He's like,
Oh.
I got you all.
He's
like,
like,
I'm the
Yahar.
captain now.
I don't know. Stop it. That's not
Wait,
how
so
they
why?
say it.
Yahar.
Yahar. Anyway,
Yeah.
why are they not showing it live?
Because they have
Of the
such a-
accidents, or
Well, they want to make sure that they control everything. Yeah. If it's live, they have less control over what they show, over what they say about it, and if anything slips through, like
Michael Phelps flipping them off as he swims,
something like that. Yeah, so they can like control all of that.
Also-
it's all about control.
It's also
Jesus.
about them trying to like show it during prime time.
Yeah.
You know, when people are home after work.
yes. Oh,
Which
that's
is-
right.
which
Yeah, I
is
forgot about that.
stupid.
Instead of
Especially-
like at
especially over
4
the
a.m. or
weekend,
something
where
like
like
that.
people are home during the weekend.
Yeah.
Most people
and people are
then-
gonna watch it.
Yeah.
They're going to watch it. It's
Yeah.
not like putting it at prime time is going to make it any better or worse. Because I mean, people are going to find it online later if they want to watch like a prepackaged thing. I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
It's crazy how you say that because that's how I knew. What was it? Women's gymnastics. No, how Michael Phelps won his 2 gold medals.
Yeah.
I found out early, like mid-afternoon, and like I was like, "Oh, cool, Michael Phelps won." My parents come home and was like, "Oh, did you hear Michael Phelps?" I was like, "Don't tell me, we're gonna watch it later." So it's just like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, cool, all right, cool."
I mean, some people like it.
why'd you
but
bring up
I
women's gymnastics? Were you thinking of that in your head?
Well, no. What the hell?
Why does it?
What?
Listen, Andrew, I'm on to you.
Are you on to me? Really?
What's going on with Nelson
That's
today?
bad, dude.
I don't know. He's in rare form today, and I like it.
The light makes you look like a racer head,
Like a what?
like eraser head.
Eraserhead? What does that
Seen
mean?
that movie?
No.
That's
It's a really
It's a-
crazy
Does Johnny
and
Depp
creepy
play
movie.
that? Does he
No,
erase
no.
people?
But I'm sure if he did, there would be no changes. He would play the role exactly the same.
Yep.
I'll have
Yep.
to look it up.
Yeah. Look it up.
It's a really crazy.
I really that
David
movie
Lynch.
disturbed me.
Oh Jesus.
It touched me inappropriately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to Andrew and the gymnastics girls.
Yes. What?
Never mind.
No.
You're useless.
This full story is good.
Okay.
All right. That was Rio. Also,
was Rio.
also, we're winning in medals, in gold, and in total medals. So that's pretty
Obviously,
cool.
duh.
But I also
You're not winning, dude.
It
it's-
don't matter. I live in the USA. We're winning. Go, you team
and
USA.
it's trending the same way that it almost always does. Is America and China top, and then the home country like just behind. It almost always is like that.
Yeah.
Because home country, they get like a confidence boost. They're there, but it's like
Then Great Britain's coming in there a little bit.
yeah, a little bit, but I mean,
Getting
it's
it
almost
too.
always America and
it's
China.
Just, it's so weird just because like I remember when I heard it was coming to Rio, I just thought like, oh, they did a good job with the World Cup. You know,
Yeah.
World Cup was exciting for everyone.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Still
Why-
had a
why
lot of
can't they do it?
problems.
I mean, they had problems,
Yeah.
but like you rarely heard about them. This one you're hearing
Yeah.
every turn.
It was mostly
every
like
corner.
well for the football, it was
Football.
Football.
Don't say football like that.
For
That's
football.
ignorant.
Fashion football.
That's very ignorant.
At least I'm saying football, not soccer.
Say soccer.
What?
You said it like a second ago. What happened?
At least with that, it was mostly just like the politics behind it, with like the backroom deals and just all that shit that
Yeah.
went along with it.
I just want to do that now. Like, someone asks you a question again. It was so funny.
This is more of a scoff. Yours is more of a.
Yeah, man.
So that's and then we haven't done this in a while, but an FML update.
Oh
FML
yeah.
being Fantasy
So
Movie
this
League.
is close to the end.
Yes.
You and me are tied.
Yeah.
No, I passed you by one.
No.
if
You
you don't
passed me
count.
by
If
one?
you don't count week one.
No, we count week one.
Bro, I wasn't playing then.
Oh, then I guess you guys are tied. I thought you were. passing
No.
by one.
I'm saying we count the win. We don't count the money. That's I thought what we agreed on,
You
right?
and your loopholes. I wasn't playing, and you take that shot. We're tied, Chris. But watch this.
Oh damn, he's gonna make it into a cup, and you spilled all over.
It's going down.
That is expensive equipment that we have here.
How that works?
No, he's not.
No,
He's just being
That's
an
not how it
asshole.
works. God, okay. Get your shirt wet. Maybe Luke Rihanna gotta have. Anyway, so the update is that they're tied.
Yeah,
I still have no wins.
I find that.
Well, these last 2 weeks I haven't played at all.
You missed a couple
I
weeks.
missed a lot.
But I still find it very surprising that you like when you tried, you haven't won any.
Yeah.
Damn,
And
shots
but
fired.
like each time
Get
I
wrecked.
tried, I got second. I was so close.
Yeah.
And then I think that was
I've actually counted your wins. You're always almost fourth. Almost always fourth.
Yeah.
Almost
into
always.
Well,
solid
most of the
fourth.
time. Most of
these
the time.
last few times. I meant towards the
Yeah.
beginning though.
No,
Towards the beginning-
almost always.
So does he get the?
So wait, hold on.
bonus?
I have a question. I have a question. Since if we both win one more, we tie. Do we each get $50?
$50.
Because we're each paying
We're
50.
each paying 50.
Exactly.
So
So you two would
Right.
pay 50. Is that that would make sense, right?
Yeah.
I ain't paying shit.
No, you're not part of
We're
this.
talking about Jeffries.
Wait,
That's
who are
bullshit
you?
that we're counting the first week. I'd be winning right now.
It is kind of bullshit that we count the first week.
That is, yep.
We hadn't told him
I
yet.
want that win.
Listen, buddy, we don't count the first win, and I'll split my winnings with you 50-50. Because I know you could use your money.
It's only fair.
Good job, guys.
Wait. So if he wins, you get half of his winnings?
Yeah, if we don't count the first week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that means if we don't count the first
I'm not
week,
part
if
of
I
it.
win the next 2 times, I win fully.
Hey man, you guys are playing with mine and Jeffrey's money. We should have a say in this.
Jeffrey's ain't here.
He will say something.
He offered up his
What if
friend,
he just
and
came out
then
of
he
the
was like,
woodwork right there and just
I would be so happy. but he's
That
not
would be
here.
scary.
That's like the timeout corner.
Do you think he's just scared of this place?
Huh?
Do you think he's just scared of this place? That's why he didn't want to come?
No, he's
He has a
prepared.
bad rep in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Daniel Jeffries incident? Look it up.
Oh, okay. I'll look it up.
Good to know we're looking things up, guys. All right. So that's it for the news.
That's it for the news.
I had this
40?
one news, but it's stupid.
Say it.
Can we before we go into the topic?
Uh-huh.
I want to talk a little bit about. I want to complain. Can I
Okay.
complain? Not about this. Not about anything related to this.
Okay.
I just want to complain because I
Okay.
want an outlet to complain.
Go ahead.
So
He's gonna go. Oh,
I'm
fuck. That's gonna be it.
Listen, guys.
Look, guys. I want to complain. Shit. Damn. No.
He's overdoing it.
I've been so fucked this past week. I'm glad we haven't had a podcast this past week, so I've had time to do other things.
To
But
get used to stuff.
oh my god, I can now talk about my work because
Tell our two listeners.
I work for. Actually, no, wait. I probably shouldn't.
No, you
talk-
still shouldn't.
No.
'Cause
But
Daniel's still on.
yeah, but it's been hell at that new place. It's been hell. I've been getting in at 5 a.m.
Jesus.
every day this week so far.
And
Well,
you-
not
and
every
you-
day, but
you
Monday,
haven't been
Tuesday,
biking
Wednesday.
it, right? You just been,
No. I've been taking the bus.
How long does it take?
It's 5 minutes.
Oh, that's good.
So
Oh, nice.
less than 10 minutes to walk over there, 5 minutes on the train, and then I just walk up the hill, and that's
Right.
another 10 minutes. So in
Okay.
total,
25 minutes.
25 minutes,
Okay.
maybe less.
That's not bad.
No, not at all. It's an easy way to get there and get back.
Okay.
That's not the problem.
Yeah.
It's getting there at 5 a.m. when I have to wake up at 3:30 in order to get ready. It's
Yeah.
fucking insane. And so I've been having to go to bed, trying to go to bed at fucking 9.
Yeah.
It's the hardest thing.
It's so hard. It's so fucking difficult. So my sleep schedule's been fucked up
Okay.
so hard. And I'm getting sick because I'm not sleeping.
Do you have work tomorrow morning?
Yes, at 5.
Oh, shit. That's why I want to
Dude,
get out
that
of here as soon as
sucks.
No,
possible.
it's fine.
when
It's
we're
fine.
done.
It's fine. I want to do this. I really want to.
Okay.
But yeah, it's fucking insane. This was only this week though,
Okay.
because normally I'm supposed to just do it 3 days a week.
Oh, okay.
But there's shit that's going on, and there's another thing that I just want to touch on. But I the only shit. The only way I can talk about this is
shit.
if I actually mention where I'm working. I can say, because here's the thing, I don't mind where I work. It's a fun job. It's just the hours suck.
Yeah.
But and I'm not being disparaging towards this place, but
Just the hours.
just the hours suck.
Okay.
So
But I mean,
you can. I'm just saying
did
for the
they
viewers.
ask you, or did they just kind of say "Oh, hey, you did maintenance stuff over there"?
Well, yeah, no, Brandon, you know Brandon. He works over there. He was like, "Hey, you did maintenance over there. Do you want to do maintenance over here as an actual position?" Whereas over there, it was just every now and again, help out Joe. This time, it's an actual paid shift specifically for that, and that's all I do. I don't help out anyone else like I would over there.
Is there at least a pay increase? Did you find out?
Not much.
No.
But here's the thing: 40 hours a week, every week.
Oh,
That's really nice.
Nice.
So I, have that set. But I just want to touch on this really quick. I met Christopher Nolan.
What?
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. This is
So
where it gets good.
so I was doing
my
one of those
God.
shifts. This is
Okay.
early in the morning. This is 8 a.m. So I've
He's
been there
just
for
on the
about-
train
No, I
with the scissors. Did you read about Johnny Depp? Yes.
no.
And because where you work, and we know where you work,
Yeah.
that's why you met him.
Yeah.
Got it.
But I was just in the bathroom fixing some shit.
He works in the sex industry.
Yeah. And I
that's
was
where-
trying to clean up all this stuff, and some of it fell down on the ground, and I was just shit, trying to grab it all and hold it. And then he just came out of nowhere. It was oh, here you go, let me help you. And just grabbed some shit, put it on, help me. And I was oh, thank.
Wait, now when you say shit, you don't mean literal shit.
No,
Okay.
no.
I was so,
Christopher Nolan
I was
thought
so,
like shit.
I was so in the my mindset of when is Christopher Nolan getting this story? I was you're in the bathroom, there's shit.
And then Christopher Nolan comes and picks it
Watch
up.
my new movie Dunkirk.
Thank you, Christopher Nolan.
It's
I thought you grabbed his leg under the stall. I thought he was sitting there, and then you were just like.
Wait,
I know these ankles anywhere.
Did you say anything, or you were just like?
No. Okay.
I want to hear the rest.
I didn't.
Christian Bale.
It didn't like. Did it fit in your head like, oh, this is Christopher Nolan?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. But I was just like, like he gave it to me. He picked it up, put it on my thing, and I was just like, oh, thank you. And
Chris, you should have said thanks, Chris. I'm Chris too.
no, I didn't want to make anything of it. And he just goes, okay.
Okay. But in a British accent, do it in the British.
Okay.
Okay.
Same thing. Yeah.
Literally, at that moment, you should have just dropped everything else. Be like, I'm sorry. Can you help me with this shit?
This reminds me of the scene from
pants fell, man.
SpongeBob.
Can you help me pull up?
Squidward Tentacles has all the talent. If I'm lucky, Mr. Tentacles will rub his talent
Jeffries.
on my
Jeffries
art.
would be, like, so annoying.
What?
This is where Jeffries would be just so annoyed with Nelson.
Yeah. So annoyed.
Because I'm feeling it. I don't mind it as much as him because like I don't live with Nelson.
Yeah.
But like
I don't even see Daniel.
I know, but he lives.
It's basically an apartment complex within an apartment complex.
But when you
basically.
live with someone, you still get like.
Booty sex.
Yeah, you gotta admit, those first few weeks, you guys were like together all the time. Like when you guys moved in
Guess
together.
so, yeah.
Like a lot.
Not a lot.
Like you guys said you said, I quote you. You said you guys were having a bromance.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
So from that, he like knows you that well.
Oh, yeah. That probably
That's
makes
how I
sense.
kind of.
No. Okay.
But
okay.
So
yeah, he helped me, picked up some shit, put it on my table thing, whatever I was carrying it on, and he was like, just super nice about it, and then I think his sons were there with him, and they were just like walking to the bathroom. He's like, "Come on, guys," and they just left.
fucking cool.
And I was just kind of standing there going like,
Oh wait, they were
What
there
just
to
happened?
watch.
"No,
okay.
we're not open."
Right.
Oh.
So I then went over to the
what I
maintenance
was
manager,
talking
the guy I
about.
work under, and I asked him like, "What the?"
Was that the ghost of Christopher Nolan and his two kids? Come on, Daddy.
No, I was just like, "What the fuck is Christopher Nolan doing here?" And he's like, "He actually comes here often." What? I mean, not often.
Yeah,
but
like
but whenever he's doing a movie, he's around because he likes to go there to like test it out
Oh, test footage and stuff.
Test
especially
footage.
to see it.
on the
IMAX.
on the IMAX.
Uh-huh.
And
Are we
so
still good in the parameters of people can pretty much figure out now where you
no,
work.
yeah, that's I work at
So
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan just comes by your work every once
Taking
in a
that
while.
shit.
yeah,
Shit
no,
in
no.
the
He
theater.
comes to test it because it's it's a good IMAX in there, and he was probably there testing out Dunkirk
Probably.
to see how it looked on the screen.
Awesome.
And apparently, it's his favorite theater to go test in.
It's awesome.
I gotta go more.
And as
He's
the
not gonna
main-
be
and
there
as-
when you're.
I don't care.
But as a maintenance guy, you're gonna run into him a couple times.
Probably, yeah. I mean,
You become friends with him.
we get him right there.
You make sure any
That's
toilet he
ridiculous.
uses that it has all the toiletries necessary for
I
him
need
to
to
have
check
a
for all
pleasant.
the DNA. We're gonna clone him.
No, I don't want to clone him. I want there to be only one.
But no, there's
and that
also
we
gonna
know
be
that one.
there this.
You
on
get
the-
him on the podcast.
if I see it in the next
See,
3
now-
years when he
now-
makes another movie.
No,
Now
I don't care. I
Nelson
want to
is
talk to
done
him
with
now
that
about
shit.
just his past movies.
Nelson's just
What do we have to talk about it? Like his, he doesn't have to be relevant.
Yeah.
Just like we had Christopher Nolan on. Who gives a fuck about relevancy?
No, yeah. But yeah, that
Probably
was
still
just,
only
that
get
was
2
just
views, though.
And we'll comment on what the
Probably.
fuck is this
So,
Nolan guy?
out of a week of roughness, you had a good highlight.
I get a pretty good highlight, and the job isn't bad. I like it.
I think you're gonna get used to it.
Yeah.
I think you are, and I think at the same time,
I
this
need
is how
to
it
get-
this is how it is with any job, with any transition.
No,
It's
no, no.
always-
I'm fully aware, and I've braced for it. Like it's fine.
But you have
I'm
every
totally
right to
good.
complain. You
No,
have
no,
every right
yeah.
to complain.
I'm
Vent.
just complaining because I'm sick right
Yeah.
now, and I don't feel good.
Yeah, vent all you want. And now, on the topic of venting, I want to vent a little bit too.
Oh,
So we're
dear.
gonna jump into the topics of the end times. And guys, this past week, and
It'll be a week.
a movie came out known as
Don't
Suicide
breathe.
Squad.
Oh, never mind.
What movies don't breathe?
You have not heard of Don't Breathe?
It's the one with the blind guy going after
Yeah.
the kids.
Going for the what?
Like killing kids.
It's home invasion, but flipped.
Yeah.
These kids invade an old dude's house, but it turns out he's like an ex-war vet, but blind, and then he turns off all the lights in the house and locks them inside, and then he goes after them.
That's pretty sweet.
That's scary.
Yeah, I know.
That's the point.
Holy shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
we gotta watch that sometime too.
No, I don't want to watch it.
No, it's okay. Suicide.
Okay,
All right.
Suicide Squad. We're not here to talk about a potentially good
Yes,
movie. We're here to talk about
the group that kills themselves came out
shit
last week.
fucking movie.
Hold up, but that's
Wait.
not the topic. Isn't that?
It's a shit movie.
Wait.
But
Wait.
a topic. The topic.
Not on me.
The conversation.
God damn it.
The conversation.
Okay.
Involves it.
Okay.
DCEU.
yeah.
What's up with that?
the 3 movies that are in it?
Yes.
It's fucking
Like
nuts.
how I want to. Okay, so we're
Okay.
gonna talk about. So let's start with. We've already talked about Batman v Superman.
Yes.
Okay. I specifically want to talk about the Ultimate Edition.
Okay.
How many of you have
I've
seen
seen
it?
it.
You've seen it?
Yes.
Have you seen
No.
it? Have you seen it?
I know what's
Okay.
on it though.
Okay. As 2 people have seen it, what did you think?
I honestly think it explains a lot more of what the motives are for Superman, Batman, Lois Lane, and
Question.
Yes.
It's how much content? 30 minutes?
It is
30
about
minutes.
30 minutes of content. That's cut out.
Where do they place it?
They place it roughly at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like it is
Okay,
in the
so
first
it-
2 hours.
Okay, so it does not add any action
it
scenes
doesn't
to
add-
change the pace. It,
it-
honestly would make it longer.
Yeah,
like
it-
make it feel longer.
Exactly. It makes it feel longer.
That's
but
sad.
Hold up.
Hold
We're
I know,
not-
I
we're
know.
not-
I'm
Thing
just
is,
saying.
Thing is, the scenes that add more context to what they're doing.
Great.
And it makes a lot more sense when you watch the cut.
However, pacing wise, that sounds
Just cough.
terrible.
Jesus Christ.
Here's the thing, though. I thought it had some of the worst pacing issues when I watched the
Yeah.
original cut.
Yeah.
When I watched this one,
It's more coherent.
makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay.
It makes it jump from my book, which was it was at a 40-50 to a 60-70 movie.
Wow.
Doesn't mean it's 60-70 doesn't mean it's great, but it means
No.
it's bearable.
Okay.
That's what it is. That's all it is. It makes the movie
Bears.
bearable.
Bears.
Man, if they had added in bears.
It's still, you know,
It still has-
it still has shitty
Still
shitty
better
stuff.
than
It still
Suicide
has
Squad.
the shit you
Still
didn't
has
like
the
about it, but makes more sense.
Okay. Fair
That's
enough.
what it is.
Fair enough.
And now,
Because they add in.
now
hold
why I
on.
bring that up?
Yeah.
You haven't seen it.
No.
Not everyone has seen it.
No. I probably won't.
Does that
I'm not gonna go out of my way
necessarily
to see
mean
it.
that people have to keep in mind that the Ultimate Edition is out? You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like when thinking about the DCEU.
Oh,
do we have to now think like, oh,
do you count that?
like yeah, because
versus the
not
theatrical cut?
everyone like me and Andrew are gonna care about.
But
the
doesn't it
fucking
add in
Ultimate-
Barbara Gordon? Or not Barbara Gordon.
Whoa, whoa.
Whatever the chick is.
Jenna Malone.
Jenna Malone. Who does she play?
She has a super small role.
But
the thing is
you
that
don't know
but
who
it
she
helps.
plays.
Yeah, it helps.
Hold on, but who does she play?
She
Just-
plays someone that
so-
Lois Lane uses as as someone to help her piece together stuff.
A scientist. Like
She's from Star Labs. There you go.
Okay, there
Yeah.
you go. That makes more
There you
sense.
go.
I was wondering if she was Batman related or someone else related.
Neither.
Okay,
As
so
everyone speculated.
so yeah,
Neither.
then yeah, that because if she wasn't like a character from another series, like she is in this, then
That's
no,
weird
I
to-
would say
yeah.
I would say. You know, it doesn't really matter if theatrical versus directors, but
but
since she is, that does matter. That
But-
does make it like if you're a fan, you need to, or I mean, even a passing fan, that does make it so that version of it has to be in the EU.
But my question isn't whether the stuff they added, you know, matter story wise. My question is more like does that you know, in any way does it save them? I mean, in some ways,
Save the movie or the EU?
like let's say the EU.
Whenever you say EU, I'm thinking European Union. So whenever it's like, wait, why are you adding?
without
The
Britain.
DCEU. Like does it save it? Because like why I'm saying this is because when looking at these movies, I in my mind now that I've seen the Ultimate Edition, I think they didn't hit the mark exactly how they wanted to with
Yeah.
Batman v Superman, but they didn't exactly miss.
No.
Now that I've seen it, I say like now I've seen the full cut because that movie makes a lot more sense and it feels much better when you watch it.
Right.
If like where like before I was like, what the hell is this jumbled up mess of bullshit?
Right.
I'm actually like, oh okay, It's not exactly not bullshit, but it makes sense.
Because it goes from like Superman, for some reason, not giving a shit about Batman to, I suddenly care about Batman now.
And they add in parts.
They add in parts. It's like he is actually doing detective work.
It helps. It helps the viewing
helps.
experience, but not everyone has seen that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not everyone has seen that. So like, there are still people out there who are just gonna be like, F that movie.
Well,
You know,
here's the
like-
thing. Here's the thing. Is that cut is for the fans.
Yeah.
And so the people who are going to say, F that movie,
But I
weren't
wasn't
gonna
a fan.
count until now.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it made me more optimistic about it. And then Suicide Squad came out.
Oh my God.
Suicide Squad
Squad.
was, in my opinion, and in Chris's
Hot,
said, was
hot
shit.
garbage.
Was shit. Was shit.
Hot garbage.
Joker
Hold on.
was okay. Yeah, I'm jumping all over the place.
To be honest, I thought it was okay.
Are you Squidward? That's okay. Take your time.
Shut up. To be honest, I legit thought it was okay.
Okay,
It's a cool
but
movie.
what expectations? Lowest you went in on? None?
I went in there was like, I guess low. I went in there with low expectations.
That's what I've been. Yeah, that's what I found out
Because
too.
here's the thing. I've heard from a lot of people that they're like, it's not that bad. Like, I don't like.
Yeah.
Now, everyone has their own opinions. Obviously, it's art.
But yours
technically. No, I mean, people will say that, and I'm not saying that mine is the ultimate opinion. I'm just saying like, I'm not quite seeing how, like, I mean, they can enjoy it how they want, but there were so many like actual problems, not just like, I felt like that was bad, like actual problems with this movie. We're talking pacing, tone,
flashback that just did not matter for
just
shit.
Everything about this movie was compiled with like a fucking psychopath's brain. It was as if the Joker and Harley Quinn were making this movie, which unfortunately is to the movie's credit.
But
They
not,
could be like,
not
they
the
could be
good
like,
Joker,
oh,
not the good Joker that you know. This is the Joker from this movie,
No,
who
yeah.
was literally. This is why I'm so mad. He was just a goofy weirdo crime boss. That's all he was. There was no.
Have you
skill
heard about the-
in what he did? What? Oh,
that-
that they didn't use all of his stuff.
Yeah.
no, yeah. Now, do you think that's okay?
But
Do you think that's going to save
why
this
I bring
movie
up-
as well?
See, that's why I bring up the whole ultimate. I was going to tie it in at the end.
Yeah.
Are these ultimate editions just going to keep trying to save these movies?
I don't
because
want them to.
not everyone's watching them.
No.
Yeah, not me. Yes, I take the time because I was like, I've heard good reviews. I want to see if what all the fuss is about. Does the ultimate edition actually kind of
Save
save
it.
this movie? And I honestly have to admit,
It did for that one.
It did. It didn't make it a good movie.
No.
But when we're talking about saving a movie, it means making the movie actually like a watchable experience.
Was it
And
a watchable experience?
It was.
Okay.
And this one, here's the thing with this one. Within this giant shit
Yeah.
that was taken in front of my eyes,
Yeah.
I have to admit there were gems.
Yeah.
There were gems.
Where?
Will Smith's performance.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
No,
No, I didn't.
In
I didn't.
opinions.
Yeah,
opinions.
I'm exactly. Yeah.
Will Smith just played Will Smith, but
Yeah.
the thing is, Will Smith's appealing. He is, and it was
Yeah.
appealing to watch him be dead. He wasn't Deadshot. He was just Will Smith being Deadshot, which in this movie it worked.
No,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah. I'm.
And then Margot Robbie's performance as Harley Quinn, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I have no complaints. She
Yeah.
played Harley Quinn like Harley Quinn should be
Yeah.
played. El Diablo was likable. I didn't care for his story, his backstory, but he himself was likable. I think Jay Hernandez
Yeah.
played it really well.
Yeah.
Didn't care for Joel Kinnaman
Man.
and
I'd say my
Cara
favorite
Delevingne.
character though is Slipknot.
Oh no.
The guy that gets introduced
Wow.
and less than 5 minutes later dies.
Here's the thing: everyone suspected that was going to happen.
I
And-
knew
and
it was going to happen.
Everyone knew it was going to happen. I just didn't think it was going to happen that quick.
I know.
It happened
It
way
was
too
so
quick.
sad.
Like that guy had
felt
no
so bad
screen
for that
time
actor.
at all.
He had
he's a-
like
he's-
2 lines.
He punched a girl and went up a building.
Yeah.
in the most dumb fashion.
then boom, just
And
blow
then
up his
head
head.
explodes.
Yeah,
But
and like I get it. You pick Slipknot. Slipknot is the guy who fucking just goes around just climbing things.
Yeah.
that's his thing. He climbs things.
yeah.
He's not gonna have much to do in this movie that's actually gonna
No.
show any kind of like coolness.
No.
So kill him off quick. I get it.
Yeah.
But come on, like really, it had to be that fast. Like we
Yeah.
didn't even have any time to like sit down with his character and kind of like.
You didn't have really time to sit down with any character.
I didn't want to know his backstory. Don't get me
No,
wrong.
no,
I didn't
no.
want to know freaking Katana's backstory either.
That
like
was- okay, that was just
why
shoehorned
throw
in.
that in there? But what I'm saying is there are gems in there. I thought even though there were some stupid Amanda Waller scenes, I thought Amanda Waller
Oh,
was
she
a
was
bit,
great. I loved.
was
I
terrible.
want to see more of
Like,
her.
like
for
yeah,
sure.
she was cool. I mean, the whole her shooting those guys because they didn't have.
That was so dumb.
Yeah, that was dumb. But that's not on her. That's on the material.
Here's the
that's
thing.
Not, that's not her performance was good.
No. I agree with you, and the performances were the only saving grace.
Yeah, the only salvageable thing.
But unfortunately, everything else about this movie is just trash.
Let me
in
tell
my
you what
opinion.
this movie was, and this is the best way to sum it up. And I've heard people say it. It's not original, but it's the best way to sum it
Okay.
up. This is a parody of Guardians of the Galaxy. In the music,
Yeah.
overdid it with the music.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
the Guardians did it beautifully, right?
Mhm.
It has a character. Spoilers. Has a character who we care about that dies, but in Guardians they come back. In this one, I don't know. Who knows? But like it has that. It has a group that doesn't really like each other, doesn't really work well together,
Yeah.
but they have to come together to
No.
But
Because
it's
there's
it was a
some
rushed
kind of
movie
Suicide
because of that.
Squad.
It was, and that's the thing. I saw this movie and I was like, "You made this movie because you guys saw that that a similar movie worked,
Put your head down now.
Yeah.
and that was
Yeah.
Guardians." And the thing is, what really sucks is that everyone's all talking about how Guardians came out around the same time and exactly the same time, the first week of August, and this movie beat it.
Yeah.
What did you expect from a movie that fucking features the Joker?
Yeah.
The
and was
fucking Joker.
marketed.
These are
to all hell.
you're comparing a movie that had the Joker, Harley Quinn, even
Will
to some
Smith.
extent, Will Smith as Deadshot. People don't really know Deadshot, but people know Will Smith.
Yeah.
And you're comparing that to a movie that had Chris Pratt, who at the time was kind of like, is this guy gonna be like the
Yeah.
next
And
big
then
thing?
after that,
he
was-
became the big thing. But
Yeah.
like that role did it for him.
Yeah.
So is Aldana wasn't that big, but like
No, none of the-
she
none of
fucking
the
works.
cast
She
was-
works
was
great
big.
in space, so
Yeah.
you got to throw her in there.
Basically, the
But,
marketing behind that was, hey, this is Marvel.
Yeah.
And you remember that guy from Parks and Rec?
Yeah. No, Marvel threw a Hail Mary and they got, thank God, James Gunn on it. And like and that was the impressive thing about. So you can't compare numbers.
No.
I get that this movie is doing really well and it's gonna obviously lead to a sequel.
Yeah.
But like
God
you
damn.
brought them in with what? The Joker. Now I want to talk about the Joker for
Okay.
a second.
The-
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I already mentioned that he was just a goofy weirdo crime
Yeah.
boss. Here's the thing. I don't blame Jared Leto that much.
No.
I blame the material behind him.
Yeah.
I don't think anything was written in there really well with the mind of a Joker.
No.
And now a Joker to me is
He wrote it in
he's
6 weeks.
He's
How could
skillful.
you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the thing.
It was also cut
Yeah.
by a trailer house, not actual professional movie.
You,
film
like
cutters.
so when you hear David Ayer saying that it was his cut, you don't
He's
believe it.
lying. He is lying his teeth off because he wants to keep his job.
Yeah, and that's good, and that's smart. Don't
He
get
is
me wrong.
so
Don't
smart.
get me wrong. It's smart that he
Yeah.
keeps saying it and that he does it. I believe it too. I'm the same way. I think they saw how these guys did the trailer and they were like, oh, let's give him the whole.
Well, because they were scared of David Ayer's cut.
I bet David. I want to see David Ayer's cut.
It's not going to happen.
I know.
He already said it's not.
David Ayer. You want to send us that cut,
yeah,
please?
because that's. I want to touch on that before really quick.
But yeah. And to his credit, that's smart. I mean, think about last year's fucking Fantastic Four. You know, Josh Trank went out there and just said shit about it.
Yeah.
You're not going to see him working on anything big anytime soon. That guy's career is pretty much over.
Yeah.
You can't trust him.
No.
And like you said, it's smart that David Ayer wants to work in this town again, and he's
Yeah.
smart. But yeah, the material behind the Joker was just bad because like he like there was nothing skillful about what he did. He just kept sending people to go do things.
Yeah.
And I keep going back to. I don't go back to Heath Ledger's performance. I go back to Christopher Nolan's writing of that character. Oh, Christopher Nolan and Jonathan Nolan, because they wrote it together.
Yeah, I met that guy.
And Jonathan?
No.
Oh, Christopher Nolan. Oh, because we know about Chris. I thought you meant like you were jumping off of the Jonathan Nolan.
No.
But it was written by two brothers who understood this character and understood that he needs to be. Not only does he have to be, because if he's not scary with his actions, then him acting like that, he's just some fucking weirdo. You know why? You know, when he's being all like, "Why so serious?" He's fucking putting a knife in someone's mouth.
Yeah.
He was just kind of like, "Oh, I'm gonna shoot this guy in the head." Where's the finesse? Where's the skill in
cool.
it? Yeah.
Common. That was Common too.
That was weird. It was just weird.
And he's
It's
even
poor guy.
credited in the movie too. Like, oh, it's Common.
yeah,
And
it's
just like,
common in this thing. Hey,
he's
you guys know him.
done
He's-
in like 2
Another
minutes.
character
he
just
raps
boom.
sometimes and acts sometimes.
He was in that
But hold on.
movie.
Yeah. You know that movie.
But since we were
You
talking
watch
about the director's cuts, since David Ayer said there's not going to be a director's cut of this, there's not going to be an extended or anything like that.
It's gonna be a trailer.
Here's the thing.
cut.
He says it, but I bet with enough rally from the internet,
Yeah.
it can get out there.
It could.
It could.
I don't actually think
Like,
it will,
hey,
but it could.
Anything for DVD sales.
Yeah.
Even though no one buys DVDs anymore, anything
no.
for that. And people somehow
VOD.
they get some. Yeah, video on demand somehow gets them some money.
But
Just
the
before it's still dumb enough to.
but I
be
find
like,
it
don't
really
know.
funny that they the stuff that they cut was actually pretty interesting, and I'm actually really sad that if that is true, if that's what they did cut, then I'm like actually kind of upset that they cut
from
it
what
out.
I haven't read much, but from what you read, does the Joker stuff actually make him sound more like a Joker?
Yes.
Yes?
Because of the way he interacts with Harley Quinn.
Okay.
In the cut that we see, he treats her like a queen. He's never, mean to her except for when he leaves her in the ocean. That's it.
See, that was the thing. That was the thing for me. Was like I would have liked to seen a Joker that was mean to her.
And in the supposed leaks or of the cuts that they took out, he is abusive. And the part in the plane where it's going down, if it gets shot, he actually pushes her out before it gets shot. Or sorry, not because of, to save her, but just because she's like, I want to stay there with my friends. He's like, okay, and fucking pushes her out.
Oh, okay.
As like a vindictive kind of thing. And it's just there's scenes like that they cut out that would have helped just round out the only thing. And
So that's what I've been telling people.
And
You
it's a
have
Completely different Joker in the trailers than what we saw.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
that was the
that's
thing. That was the thing that pissed me
they
off.
cut out some
was
of the
like-
best lines.
That's what got me to go see it.
Yeah.
I wanted to see. Me and my friends wanted to go see it because hey, the Joker's in it. He's gonna do some badass shit. Probably Suicide Squad's gonna be in it. Let's go check that shit out, and we're gonna see Batman. Maybe.
Do you remember that weird thing they were doing when he's doing like the
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Hurt you.
really,
Yeah.
really bad. That weird like stuff that was going on. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
Yeah.
The trailer did it right. Why are you guys doing?
And he smiles at the end. He's like, "I'm gonna hurt you like really bad," and this is like, "I'm gonna hurt you," and it's just like,
it was,
Yeah.
but yeah. If that's
We need to find a
true-
way to wrap this up.
Yeah, but if that's true, then about what you said about the things, and that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I wanted it all to be in her head. I wanted the whole story of her Putin's gonna come rescue her all in her head, and he just kind of comes like at the last minute, kind of like, oh, I heard you were in town, so I'll fuck around and like we can cause chaos during all this chaos.
Yeah.
But no, like she
No.
wants to go save it, and it's like I'll push her out. That makes a lot more sense.
Here's the thing with the stuff that they cut. This is the last thing I want to say.
Okay.
Even if they had made a director's cut of this movie, I still think to what you were saying, like, oh, Batman and Superman was made a passable film, like a more than more of a film,
better movie.
film. With this, I still with the cut, I still feel like it would have been like, if we're talking Rotten Tomatoes, like a 40 or 50, because it would have added better scenes with the Joker, better like backstory for some of these characters. However, the basic story of it is still absolutely terrible and generic, that it would have just been boring. Instead of laughably bad like it is, it would have just been boring. It would have been slightly better than Fantastic Four. Because if you look at Fantastic Four's like story, it's very similar to fucking Suicide Squad. And even why do all fucking superhero movies have to have a beam of light coming out of the ground with shit flying around in a circle?
Because that means end of the world.
Because
that means it's all about visuals.
Fucking pisses me off
That's
now that they do that. I
It's all
hate
about
it.
visuals. But
Place
so
the
much.
Here's the
light
thing.
with a dick.
This is a giant.
Here's the thing, though.
boner.
Do you think
Bam.
right now that
world's
Suicide
getting
Squad is on
fucked.
par with Fantastic Four?
And the world's getting
As far as bad, yes.
I disagree with you because here's the thing: Fantastic Four had nothing salvageable about it.
I think the same thing about
everyone talks about how the beginning was good and then it went downhill with Fantastic Four. The beginning was barely good.
No, the beginning was bad as well. I'm just saying similar things with both. Actors did the best with what they had. I think the same for both movies.
Then that's where we differ. Where I'm like, I think this movie is better
Yeah.
than Fantastic Four. Actually, kind of like a good mile better.
Okay.
Not miles. I'm not gonna put the S. A
Single mile.
A single mile
Okay.
better. Doesn't mean it's still a good distance, but like it's
Yeah.
not. It's not like where people say like miles better.
It's a
now,
D to a D plus. It's kind of there.
I C minus.
Okay.
For Suicide
C's
Squad.
get degrees.
C's get degrees. Not C minuses though. Not anymore.
Oh
C
shit.
minuses. That's just as bad as a D.
Oh,
Looks
my
like you're
God.
dropping out, dude.
Oh no.
Speaking of dropping out, we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But
What a nice way
the
to
final the final thing I was going to talk about was just hold up. This the final
Okay.
thing, which was just a simple from everyone.
Yes.
DCEU. What hopes do you have for it now? And why do they
Dex
keep
it. Dex it. We
and
remove DC from the United.
now
from the-
I understand why it's going to keep going. It's because these movies are still making money.
Money.
But we as a whole need to realize that we're, adding to
Yes, that does feel good on the whole. I'll call it preparation H. Aren't you call it preparation ice cream, you ass? What was that? You want some ice cream? Yes, Dad, I would love some chocolate ice cream. Perhaps later.
I really don't care about the DC. I don't care. I really don't care.
All right.
I'll watch the movies, but I don't care.
I was hyped for it, but the Joker let me down.
Yeah.
All right.
And he has a C minus, so guys.
Yeah.
All right. So
That's
thank
gonna
you
do
for
it.
joining us for our discussion of that. If you like what you see, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you're listening to us on iTunes services or any kind of MP3 services, rate us and subscribe to those.
It's a somber ending, but I'm okay with it.
After all, like the up and up, and I don't know what. they're doing.
Yeah, it's all somber.
But we're back, guys.
that's okay.
After a week break.
Connect
Yeah.
the tip, Chris.
Next week.
That tip. There you
Next
go.
week we're gonna have a Jeffries.
Jeffries will be back.
I don't know if it'll be Daniel Jeffries, but a Jeffries will be here.
But A. Jeffries. Will we get his brother?
We don't know. We'll find out.
Okay.
Until next time, we're gonna jerk
stuff.
off in each other's faces.
Yay.
Bye.